All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, Ba'ashem, YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, and peace and blessing to the elect of Israel. As you see the title of the article, it says Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic flight opens door to space tourism. Hour-long trip was aimed at highlighting the safety and potential of sending paying passengers to the edge of space. Billionaire entrepreneur Richard Branson and 5 crew members successfully traveled to the edge of space, experiencing weightlessness aboard a Virgin Galactic spaceship or spacecraft. The flight is part of a push to spur a new space tourism industry. And this article came out yesterday, July 11, 2021. Today's date being July the 12th, 2021. And going to Esau, Edom's white man, known as the wicked, according to Malachi, the 1st chapter. It's on their spirit to ultimately flee, right, to run away from the mess of situation that they left here upon the planet Earth, because ultimately they know at the end of the day destruction is coming. All right, and they're trying everything in their power, which they have no power besides the power that's given unto them, which they're getting ready to lose, is they're trying to upset prophecy, and giving you the idea of peace and safety, ultimately, because things like this, they're not going to be available to the everyday American person, okay, especially the average Israelite man, woman, or child, because this stuff is expensive, right? And they're pushing the peace and safety thing, but that's why it says but 1 Thessalonians 5th chapter 3rd verse, when they shall say peace and safety, the sudden destruction cometh upon them. All right, but Esau being that vagabond, always on the run, always having to cover his tracks and lie and do mischief and deceive, his time is coming to an end, right? And again, he wants to run away from ultimately his judgment, and him promoting space travel is an excuse for him to spend billions and billions of dollars on going out of space, and you people just passing up money to him and giving him free money, when ultimately he's going to just run away, try to run away and go to Mars or whatever. But the Lord said he's going to grab him up and ultimately throw him into slavery. All right, going to these elites and your other regular average Joe Edomites, you're going to be destroyed, okay? But here, Amos chapter 9, verse 1, so at the top, Amos 9, verse 1, I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door, that the post may shake. All right, the lintel of the door is supposed to give a post, the door support. All right, so the Lord's going to bring instability. All right, look up the lintel of a door, it's the horizontal part holding up the 2 supports on the sides of the doorpost. All right, so the Lord says, smite the lintel of the door that the post may shake. So again, this place is getting ready to be shaken to and fro. Okay, ultimately because he's throwing new missiles, but the process of this place being destroyed is going to be systematically taken out. Okay, so the stability is going to be taken out, and that's the stability comes from where? Your legs. Okay, with your feet. All right, and the Lord, going to Daniel 2nd chapter, the Lord's on that rock, take down the whole image. Okay, being Yahushai. But here it says, and cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away. He that escapeth of them shall not be delivered. Okay, so again, Esau is on his spirit to run and hide, because again, he's guilty. Okay, he's on the run. All right, he's trying to cover up his tracks. Okay, but he's been exposed. His nakedness has been found. Okay, the Lord put his spirit on his prophet, servants of prophets, going on to elders and apostles on down to expose him. Okay, and what is left now is his sentence. Okay, which is destruction. Okay, and instead of hour-long trip, Revelation 18 chapter tells you that this place is going to be taken out in 1 hour. All right, so Amos 9 verse 2 says, though they dig into hell, thence shall mine hand take them. So they have underground bunkers deep underground. Going to over there in Colorado and Nebraska and wherever else, in the Midwest, where they have these mountains, even in the West Coast, or of course in the East Coast, they have underground bunkers, but really going over into Europe, that's where the elites are. They're not over here in so-called America. Most of them are the elites. Why would they want to live here in America? Okay, they live over there, probably remote islands, wherever else they, who knows? Okay, but the Lord knows. Right, so it says, I'll read again, Amos 9 verse 1, though they dig into hell, thence mine hand shall take them. Though they climb up to heaven, you know, so this is what this devil's doing. He's climbing up to heaven, okay, going outer space, okay. All right. It says, though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. Because, you know, going to Esau's pride, you know, he said, I'm exalt myself above the Lord. Okay, I'm gonna go build high-rise buildings and, you know, build a building out of space, build a ladder to space, you know, and ultimately fight against the Lord. That's what they try to do in, going into the Tower of Babel, right? They wanted to fight against the Lord. Okay, so that's what the devil's getting ready to do, and lose terribly. Okay, because it tells you in Revelation 12 chapters, going to be a war in heaven. Okay, a war in outer space. That's why Esau has a space force. All right, Amos 9, verse 3 says, though they hide themselves on the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. So that's Leviathan. Okay, you know, Leviathan is going to take them out. Okay, those that are hiding in deep underwater. Okay, these underwater bunkers. All right, so this devil can't hide. He can't run. Okay, because now is the time for him to be a judge. All right, and you can see by his actions that, you know, his spirit is troubled. Okay, so say terrorists will make him afraid on every side. Okay, these devils know, you know, because they, you know, they're up in society, so they can see, you know, the patterns and understand things, because they're the ones that are pushing this stuff out. All right, the decrees and stuff like that, you know, they have a heads up. All right, you know, so you know, going to the New World Order agenda, you know, these guys like what's his name, Richard Branson, and you know, Bill Gates, and, you know, so on and so forth. You know, they're faces, all right, for you to gravitate towards, but, you know, they also have handlers themselves. All right, they're pushing agendas. They're being financed, all right, and sponsored to do stuff like this. Okay, because again, at the end of the day, you know, these devils know that judgment is coming. All right, and whether they want to acknowledge it or not, the Lord's getting ready to judge them. Okay, but that's what's true to say. They're gonna be scared, yet there's fight. They're gonna, you know, fight tooth and nail. All right, you know, to the best of their ability to hold on to their rulership, but the Lord's going to strip them. Okay, again, this is all prophecy. All right, matter of fact, because I quoted it, let me get it. He's going to be brought down. Okay, you know, coming down as lightning. Right, this is Isaiah 14, and start at verse 13. Isaiah 14, verse 13, it says, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. All right, I will sit upon the mountain of congregation, the sides of the north. All right, so again, it's the devil trying to lift himself up, okay, because of his pride. All right, it says in the book of Obadiah, pride has deceived thee. Okay, his pride has deceived him, has blinded him. All right, that he's just a man. All right, but the Lord's getting ready to humble him. It says the haughty looks of man shall be brought low. Right, and this devil's the most proudest people on the planet Earth. All right, Isaiah 14, verse 14, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High, which is what the devil thinks. That's why he wants to control circles of the air with his harp, you know, weather manipulation things, and, you know, changing the food and putting stuff in the air, and, you know, you name it. Okay, you know, again, trying to say ultimately I can do it better than YAHAWASHI. But what? Verse 15, yea, thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit, and that's death. Okay, you know, and hell is a condition, right? Because this devil's going to slavery. Okay, it's not going to just be everybody be blowed up just like they, you know, do in Hollywood, you know, and you know, game over. Right? This devil, he's skated off to Mars, and then he's straight. He's going to start colonizing over there and start over again. It's not going to happen. Okay, he's going to be destroyed. Okay, and the destruction is going to start with his society. Okay, his setup, his rulership, with Yahushua returning, hosts of angels, right, and him raising up his elect, 144,000. All right, that new Jerusalem coming down from heaven, and then establishing the order, and then it's going to be him, you know, going to slavery. Okay, a hardcore slavery, until eventually, when the time comes when he's going to be done away with. Okay, annihilated. Right, because again, you can't hide from the Lord. Okay, you can't hide from privacy. Okay, there's nowhere you can go. Okay, the Lord set bounds on you. You can keep digging on the ground. You can try to go as far as you want out of space. It's not going to happen. Okay, because the Lord is going to judge you in his time. Okay, and that time is now. That's what you say. Esau is the end of the world. Okay, matter of fact, really quick, one was Psalm 139, and start at verse I think Psalm 139. This is it right here. So Psalm 139. Psalm 139, starting at verse 7, it says, "Whether shall I go from thy spirit, or whether shall I flee from thy presence?" So, King David, ultimately, acknowledging that, hey, I can't hide from you. Okay, everything I do, I know I'm being watched. All right, and you're gonna behold all my ways, whether it be good or evil. Okay, so King David knew this. All right, so that's why he says, Psalm 139, verse 7, "Whether shall I go from thy spirit, or whether shall I flee from thy presence?" So, again, where am I going to go and hide from the Lord? Okay, this is what this devil thinks. Okay, he says, "Who seeth me?" All right, he's going deep to hide his counsel. Thinking no one's going to catch on to his bull crap, but his nakedness is being seen. Okay, because again, the Spirit of the Lord is upon his men. Okay, to expose his men. All right, and even the Spirit's on this devil to tell on himself. Okay. Tongue falling upon himself. So Psalm 39 verse 8 says, "If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there." So this devil's going to heaven. Okay, and who's there? Okay, YAHAWASHI. Okay, I'm not going to read this dumb article. It goes into how far they win and whatever, this and that. Who even knows? Okay, but he still has his satellites and things like that, so he's definitely been into space. Okay, into outer space, right? But it don't matter because the Lord's there. All right, he's gonna run into a chariot, okay, and get zapped down. All right. Yeah. Here, Psalm 39 and verse 8 again says, "If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there." So again, the Lord's always there. All right. And it doesn't matter what you do, the Lord always sees you. Because why? Because the angels going to and fro throughout the earth, beholding all the ways of men. Okay. Even his most secret parts. All right, so it don't matter where you go. Okay, and what's ultimately open up for Esau's destruction. All right, matter of fact, so hell's been opened up onto Esau. All right, and hell being a condition. Okay, so they're going to be brought down to hell. We read in Isaiah 14 chapter, right? Because he's going to slavery. Job 26 verse 6 says, "Hell is naked before him, and destruction hath no covering." So again, this man's being made naked and bare. Okay, because he's getting ready to be destroyed. Okay, and in destruction, there's no covering for destruction. Okay, because again, when you're set to be destroyed, you're going to be destroyed. Okay, it says hell is naked before him, because again, this devil's getting ready to be judged. Okay, let me save this. Matter of fact, I got another one. Nahum, chapter 3. Whoops. And I'll probably wrap this up real quick, but just going into prophecy, because this is what the devil's doing. Everything the Lord, said was gonna happen is happening. The devil's gonna run because why? Because he's guilty. All right. He's gonna say, "Oh, space travel for everybody." No, space travel for the elites. Okay. You watch all type of movies in Hollywood where the elites run to their bunkers and their doomsday getaways, apocalyptic retreats. Okay. They have these plans for when these things happen because they know what's gonna happen. All right, and we know too. But guess what? They're not going to be protected, but the elect are. Okay. Nahum 3 verse 5 says, "Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahawah of hosts." So the Lord's against this devil. Okay, and all those that do wicked. Okay, because you can have Jakes over there in those underground bunkers too, because they want to be jesters for Esau. Doing concerts, underground concerts, whatever. Space concerts. And Jake didn't get a check, but he's going to get a swift destruction as well. Okay, because they'll hand on the hand. All right, we shall not be unpunished. So it says, Nahum 3 verse 5, "Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahawah of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face." So you're going to be exposed. All right, and that's shameful. The wind blows, and the woman's skirt blows upon her face, and you can see all her private parts. That's embarrassing. Okay, but that's what this devil is happening to this devil. Okay, he's being a laughing stock. Okay, he's being made bare and naked. Okay, no covering, because he don't have this truth. All right, because I will shew the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms are ashamed, right? Because the history of this devil is shameful. Okay, and he wants to hide it, and cover over. He doesn't want to teach it no more. But guess what? We're teaching. Okay, the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, because this is the truth. All right, people waking up to it. Okay, and the game's up for this devil. All right, and I'll close out here, right? Because the hope of this devil is that he wants to upset prophecy, but it's not going to happen, because it's all going according to the plan. okay, when this devil does anything, we can go right into the script. Oh, this is that part of the movie, okay? Because it's all about prophecy. All right, the testimony of our Lord is the spirit of prophecy. Job 11 and verse 20. You can start at verse 18 going into us, because we have hope. This devil don't have no hope, okay? We don't have no funds to go out of space and hide underwater and in underground bunkers and have, stuff stored up for this time to come, or even anywhere else to go. All right, we have YAHAWASHI. We have YAHAWASHI to protect us, okay? Where we went unto him. It says the name of the Lord is strong tower, the righteous run into and are safe, okay? So we're gonna be all right, but these devils are gonna be through. Job 11 verse 20, but the eyes of the wicked shall fail, and they shall not escape. So this devil's not going to escape. When this shit starts popping off, and sedition and things like that, you watch movies like Batman, with Bane, and the sedition and stuff like that. You think they're going to be out there in the streets, or out there where they live at? They're going to be ducked off, okay? They're going to run away because they know they've been doing nothing but pure evil and dirt, okay, against this world, okay? Again, because they're guilty, okay? Jeff Bezos, right? You name it. These devils is through, okay? And Esau, that's him setting up his own people, because these elite bankers, you don't hear people talking about David Rothschild and so on and so forth with these elites, because people don't know about them, okay? Only, of course, the elect know, okay? Ultimately, YAHAWASHI knows, okay? So we don't have to worry about all that, but these again, Bill Gates, stuff like that, they're in big trouble because they're faced all over the internet. All right, they're well known, okay, and they're, but nonetheless, let me finish out. Job 11 verse 20 says, but the eyes of the wicked shall fail, and they shall not escape, and the hope shall be as the giving up of the spirit, okay? So, when you have no hope, you're dead, okay? You're just pretty much waiting to die, okay? And that's what's going to happen, because this devil is not going to escape, all right? I'll close out here. No matter what he does, he's not going to escape, all right? Proverbs 19 verse 5, a false witness shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall not escape. And this devil's born speaking lies, okay? So again, he's not going to escape. He had his chance, which he never did have a chance. The Lord set him up to be that vessel of dishonor. But if he was gonna repent, he would have repented a long time ago, right? Back, Cain and Abel. He never did. He's always running because, again, he's guilty. And now it's time for him to be judged, okay? As a nation, okay? Him going to slavery, his kingdom being destroyed, and the so-called new Latinos and the Americans, the Israelites, be raised up under YAHAWASHI, and the kingdom of come, which will play out here upon planet Earth, okay, forever. All right. But with that, those words be edifying. Those words going to give our praise to YAHAWASHI, by Hashem Kadosh, the bones, the elders, and apostle, great millstone. Peace and blessing to you, like the visual. Shalom.